Welcome to Coach Line's Summer Mastermind. I'm your host, Shawnee Tene, and you guys, I cannot believe it. We are on the final week of the Summer Mastermind. Isn't that crazy? We've had 3 weeks of pure great madness. We are on our last and final 4th week, and I cannot wait to wrap this thing up with you. It's been amazing, but this last week is really gonna blow your mind. So be sure you tune in to all the episodes this week. It's going to be tons of fun, and lots of gems are gonna be dropped just for you. So today is episode 16, how to price your online program. So the thing with coaching online is a little bit different than coaching in person. So you might see some slight price variations. And so that's why this episode is going to be super important if you're transitioning to online, because there's going to be different things that you're going to account for while you're online versus in the gym. Also, I'm going to teach you some tactics that explain that how you can price your program without undervaluing your expertise or your knowledge, as well as ways to not price it too high and not price it too low. Because when you're online, it gets a little tricky about not taking it up too high and not going too low. So I'm going to take you through that. Watch this video. At the end, I'll be back to go over next steps and your homework. So check this out. Hey coach, let's get into a really, really hot topic. How do you price your online fitness program? Today, I'm going to share 3 specific ways with you for how to price your online fitness program. I hope they are going to be so helpful. One of them I know for sure you have never seen because I created it myself. But anywho, so I'm going to tell you the 3 ways first, and then we're going to get into each one of them. So let's get into it. So the first way is going to be the pricing pyramid. This is a method that I created myself here at Coach Line. This is what we teach our students who are just getting started and aren't really sure where to start. So this is a great method that we'll get into. The second one is quick pricing. So I'm going to teach you a quick way to price it in under 3 minutes. Seriously. And the third way is going to be name your price. So we're just going to pick a price that works for you based on some different factors. So let's get into the first way, the pricing pyramid. So the pricing pyramid, you're going to be given a pyramid and you're going to fill out the pyramid and complete the calculation. So it'll make a little bit more sense once I show it to you. So let's check it out. So this is Coach Line's pricing pyramid. It looks like a lot of stuff, right? But it's going to help you, especially if you're a newbie and you're just getting started and you literally have no idea where to start. You don't even know how much you should price it, or maybe you already have a price and you just want to check to see if it is in the right range. So this pyramid is based off of the current market. So this pyramid could change on a regular basis. So this is what it is as of today. And so we devised this pyramid with different variables that you want to account for in order to determine the price of your pyramid. The higher the number is that you get at the end, the higher your price will be. So these are what we consider the features that are most important of your online program. And so we're going to assign different weights to them. In this case, they're going to be different number weights. Okay. So we're actually going to start here at the bottom where it says start here, foundation. And we're going to work our way up the pyramid until we hit this yellow box, which is going to give us our final number. So we just want to fill in all the blanks and the blue squares. And once we get to the end, we'll have numbers in all of these blue squares and we'll add those up to give us the number up here. So I'm going to fill it in with you as an example. So let's say I have an 8-week fitness program. So if my program is 8 weeks, it's the number of weeks of your program multiplied by 6. So 8 weeks times 6 equals 48. So that's what we're going to put in the box. Moving our way upwards, this is going to be access to you. This is important. How much access does your client have to you? That's super important when you're determining price, because you are going to price it higher if there's more touch points or more interactions with you, and you'll price it lower if you are not engaged with your client as much. And just to back it up real quick, this right here was just your base. So if you had a program that you just sent out to someone and you didn't offer any coaching or live services or anything like that, this would be your base price. So this is like the base, or not price at this point. We're speaking in points. This is going to be your base points. And I'll get into what these points equate to. That's going to be your base. So now we're up to access to you, which I just explained. So let's head to the next one. Number of times you offer live group sessions, multiply that by 2. So if I have an 8-week program, I'm most likely doing a live group coaching call on Zoom once a week. So once a week is 8 times. And then, that should be a multiplier. Sorry, I'll fix that. Multiplied by 2 is going to give me 16 points. And we're going to just keep working our way up. So as you can see, if, say, for example, I actually did 2 group live sections a week, it would actually, this number would then be 16, and then we would change that number over there accordingly. But we're going to go back, but as you can see, that would give you a higher number. So we're going to keep that at 8. Then number of times you offer one-on-one sessions, multiply that by 2. So again, if I'm doing an 8-week program, I'm probably going to hop on a phone call with my clients one-to-one once a week. So that's going to be 8 times multiplied by 2, and that's going to give me 16 points. So far we've completed your foundation, like what's your base program price if you had nothing else. Access to you, we've just completed just now. So we're tallying the points for how much access does your client have to you. Next, we're going to head into power-ups. So if you play games or anything, power-ups are what you get to gain more points. So let's just say these are like bonuses, right? So we're going to get some bonus points for having any of these things included in our offer. And the first one being your wow factor. So wow factor is maybe you are a celebrity or something, or maybe you have a celebrity who you guest feature in one of your sections, or maybe you have a super awesome method that has never been heard of that's gotten like so many results and is just like mind-blowing. So your wow factor is something that someone will literally be like, wow. Like they will hear about it and they will literally be like, wow. So if you have anything in your program that would cause someone to say wow or oh my gosh or get super excited, then that's a wow factor. And so for all of these in the power-ups, we're going to rank them. So we're going to rank them as a high 3. So let's say if you had a wow factor that was super amazing, you would give it a 3. If you had a wow factor that was just okay, you would give it a 2. And if you don't have a wow factor, or you don't even know what a wow factor is, maybe you're just getting started, you don't have anything fancy or cool in your program yet, then just give yourself a 1, and that's totally fine. You can always work your way up. So let's check out, let's complete this. So I'm just getting started as a fitness trainer for this example. So I don't have a wow factor, and that's okay. So I'm going to give myself a 1, a ranking of a 1, and then I'm going to multiply that by 3, and that's going to give me 3 because I cannot count. Then I am going to my experience. So how experienced I am. How many testimonials do I have? How many lives have I changed? How many years have I been working on this? I've been kind of doing this for a little bit, and I have testimonials, but I don't have a whole bunch. So I'm just going to give myself like the mid-range and say my experience is 2. And so 2, I'm going to multiply that by 1. That's going to give me 2. And all these are now going to be wrong because I added wrong when I was planning this out for you, but we'll fix it as we go. Next is we're going to want to look at our pain point. So our pain point. So your pain point is, what is the pain point that you're solving and how serious is it? So say someone is trying to just get a bigger booty. I mean, I know a lot of people might think that's a super huge deal. But in the grand scheme of things, getting a big booty versus saving someone from diabetes, you can see the difference in the extremity on those, right? So if I was saving someone from diabetes or something that's super life changing or you're helping them out, that's going to be a high rank. If you're helping people build booties, yes, that's amazing, but it's probably a pain point as far as like that's a low one because they can live with their booty how it is, right? But you can't live with well, you can't live, but you have a better life by getting the health benefits for, say, living with diabetes. So I'm gonna say I'm working with a high pain point. So I'm gonna put that as a 3. And y'all, I seriously cannot add. So that's gonna give me a 9. And then I am going to move on to the next one. We're going to have a couple to clean up for a second. See, this is real life, y'all. I'm going to just keep it moving. Okay, and then demand. How much in demand are you? Are you a celebrity fitness trainer? Maybe you just have a really great program and you have so many people. You're probably not a celebrity trainer if you're watching this, but that's something to aspire to. It was just an example, but I'm just saying as that example because someone who would be in high demand. Are you in high demand? Do you just have a lot of customers and you can't really accept everyone because you just are on overflow? If so, give yourself a 3. If you don't have many customers, then your demand would be a 2 or a 1. Again, this trainer's just getting started, so we're going to give ourselves a 1 because we're not in that much demand. So that's going to give me a 1 over here. And so what we're going to do now is we've completed our foundation, our base price. We've given our points for access to you, and we've completed our power-ups. So now what we're going to do is add up all these numbers here, and I'm going to have to change these. And then what we're going to do is add all these up. So that's going to give us, I believe, 98 now. And don't check my math. It might be wrong, but you get the gist. So we're going to add all those up, and that's going to give us 98. So our total points so far are 98. So the sum of all the numbers in the boxes is 98. And then we're going to multiply that by 10. And that's going to give us $980. I'll make this fit in the box. So, check that out. This would be your price if you were just getting started based on all of these factors. So you see how we weighted everything. Each section had its own weight, and then we multiply that by 10 because that's the factor that we determined based on our research and on how we set this all up, and that gives you $980. As you can see, that is a pretty decent price for an 8-week online program. That's essentially almost $500 a month, which seems about right for online based on what currently people are selling their programs for. So I hope that made sense and hope that was helpful. Make sure you go through and complete this if you're just getting started and you have no idea where to start. So that is just one way. So let's get into the second way, quick pricing. So for quick pricing, you're going to set a weekly rate and multiply it by your program length. So this is kind of if you already have prices that you have in the gym and maybe you're transitioning to online, or maybe you already know what you want to charge. This would be the quick way for you to price. And as I said, this is going to be in under 3 minutes or less. So what this looks like, you're going to have the length of your program and multiply it by your weekly rate, and that's going to give you your quick pricing. So let's just say, again, we have an 8-week program, and I determined I wanted to make $125 a week, which is essentially $500 a month. That's going to give me $1,000. That was super quick, right? So for an 8-week program, I'm going to sell it for $1,000 based on my weekly rate. So the thing is, you can change your weekly rate. You can bump it up, you can bump it down. So if you bumped it higher, then your quick pricing is going to be higher. If you bump it down, your quick pricing is going to be lower. But as you can see, $1,000 is pretty close to what we got in our pricing pyramid. So that's how you can see that it pretty much matches up with all of the different methods, okay? So if you want to do a quick pricing and you just want to get this thing moving, give yourself a weekly rate, multiply it by your number of weeks, and then that's going to give you a quick price. So let's get into the very last method. It's going to be name your price. This is the most simple one. And this one can be in under 1 minute, right? So you're going to pick a number and stick to it. It's that simple. Your number can be based off of revenue goals, your competitors' rates, or anything else you want. So I want to make $1,500 per client. So you know what that means? That's what my price is going to be. I'm going to do $1,500 and I'm going to make mine a 12-week program. And I just want that, and I just made that up because I'm just naming my price. But it could also be based on my revenue goals. So if I want to have 10 clients and my revenue goal is $15,000 a month, then $1,500 makes sense. Because if I'm trying to make $15,000, 10 times 1,500 gives me 15,000. So it could be based off of my revenue goal. Or I could have saw that my competitor was charging $1,500 for 12 weeks, or charging $1,800 for 12 weeks. So I wanted to be more affordable because that's one of my selling points. So I dropped it $300, and that's what I'm doing. Or I saw my competitor who was also selling it for $1,500, so I just price matched it. So it could be any one of those things, or literally you just make up a number and stick to it, okay? That is totally fine, or it can be based off of something else, but these are two most common ones for why people would name a price. So that is the quickest, fastest way. So we just went over the 3 ways to price your online fitness program. I took you through the pricing pyramid. That's if you're just getting started or you just want to gut check your current prices. I went through the quick pricing where you're going to determine a weekly rate. And then I went through name your price, which is just like pick a price and stick to it. So those are the 3 ways to price your online fitness program. I hope those were helpful and that one of these methods works out for you. Welcome back. I always love talking about money, don't you? It's so great because we all love money, right? So I hope you found some new ways to price your program. Your homework is actually going to be to, 1, pick a pricing method, either one of those methods that I taught or some other method that you may know of. Actually price your program, and then inside the Freely Nation Facebook group, let us know that you've priced your program. So you can literally type in or comment, I know my price. So let's just put that hashtag, I know my price. So if you have completed that homework, head over to the Freely Nation Facebook, type hashtag, I know my price, and let us know. That's just going to let us know that you figured out your price, and we're going to root you on. Hopefully it's a good number to get you to your monthly and yearly goals. So if you want to know more about how to price your program or more about how to build your online fitness business, then be sure to schedule a free breakthrough call with me. It's free. On the call, we'll go over your goals and strategies to reach those goals to get you started so you can start making 6 figures and beyond. I want to thank you for watching today's episode. If you found this helpful or you liked any part of it, be sure to share. That's the best way to help others and for me to help you is to get this message out to the masses, because it's better when we are succeeding together. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that subscribe button and get those notifications for all of the rest of the episodes that are coming. And I'm never going to end without saying, be sure to train, love, and grow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Want to know more about how to build, launch, and grow a profitable online fitness business? Book a call with our team today. We will help you create a plan and give you strategies that you can implement ASAP so you can start making money and impacting lives now.